catch a blast. Step into this mask, and you gon' catch a blast. Step into this mask, and you gon' catch a blast. Step into this mask, and you gon' catch a blast.
In contact with copping concealers, heavy narcotic dealers who confiscated spirits, leaving carcasses as memories.
No freaking ZD now, FBI. And that's it. That's it, nice and easy. All right, 40 fucking people, wow. I think, let me see, I think Miss Can't Be Wrong might have changed my colors back here. Let me see if I can do something. Make this a little more manly. Make this a little more manly. Hold on, okay. How you do this? Brand color, what do you think? Oh, that's like pink.
Stick with the pink, pussy boy. It fits you better. Same color as your vagina.
Okay!
Is that pink? That's pink. Blue. Good. That's pretty fucking cool looking. Yellow. Red. Orange. What do you think, guys? I'm gonna stick with green for right now. Oh yeah, Miss Can't Be Wrong said, you know I like Carolina blue. Hey, when you're back there, you can change it to whatever you want.
Gangsta shit at last. Black gloves, black mask, coming for your crack stash. I'ma let that Mac blast. You bragging about your stacks of cash like a car on 4 flats. That'll get you jacked fast. Boy, you a pussy. You say you move them white bricks. 100,000 for your chain. Damn, that's a nice lick. Don't be stunning around here. We'll take your life quick. Your niggas want beef. I kill your dogs. Word to Mike Vick. I fuck with killer, cause that man showed the way. When I'm starving, I'm robbing. Batman's protege, resorting back to past crimes. These ain't just jack rhymes, all these niggas cookies. And guess what? It's snack time.
Alright, y'all already know what time it is. We're gonna laugh at Piggy some more today. In this first clip, he's all pissed off because he wants everybody to think he's tougher than BK. He gets mad at hell as a chat. So let's laugh at this little fucking pussy some more.
Drew, who gives a fuck? So will I. Why are you guys so fucking... Why are you guys so, like, impressed by that? Why are you guys so impressed by that? I stepped to 5 guys. Do I get... you don't hear a word. I bet, Drew, you're not like, oh, look, yo, shit. FBS was facing 5 dudes and stepped out of his whip and started swinging.
FBS was facing 5 dudes and stepped out of his whip and started swinging.
No. But this BK, you're so impressed by people that'll do what? Step to somebody? Where are you guys from? It's supposed to be an anomaly when somebody backs down from someone, not when they step to them.
Kinda like how you ran from Harambe after you invited him to come fight you at Fox Hill Malls, and then when you seen that he was coming, you took off running and got the fuck out of there.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, the way people are impressed. Oh my God, BK showed up. Come on, man. Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You never even showed up to a fight after talking all that shit for all them years. They had to come and find you. They had to come to your house. You wouldn't meet anybody, and you're sitting here talking shit. Look at him. Look at his face. His pussy is so sore right now.
Why are you so impressed by that? That don't mean shit. And let me tell you something. I, you know how I got through a lot of my life? Now, don't get me wrong, I can handle myself, I can defend myself, but I've always been a smaller guy. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not stupid. I know my limitations. You know how I got out of a lot of beefs? By acting crazy, by stepping to people before they step to me. I swear to God, next time Cam's on, he can tell you all about that too. By being a lunatic. That if you're even looking at me wrong, I just go absolutely batshit. And when they look at a guy like me who looks innocent, white boy, small, that makes them worry. They say, okay, this guy knows something I don't know. Otherwise, he would never step to me like that. When in reality, just bluffing you.
When in reality, just bluffing you.
And it works. It works every time because people are scared of the unknown. You know what I mean? That's just a good way. My dad told me that since I was a kid. Act crazy. Nobody will want to bother you. Act crazy.
Go to the res and act crazy on them Indians. See how that works for you. Go to the barrio and act crazy with the Mexicans. See how that works out.
My dad got robbed at gunpoint when he was a kid in Brooklyn. He started screaming about his teeth and how his hair hurts. Swear to God, they all ran away. They didn't know how to deal with him. They thought he was out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, right. Man, you can always tell when old Piglet hears lying because he starts to blink a lot. Dude, you're so fucking full of shit.
Yeah!
All right? I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth. Why do you think I always lived where I lived? I could tell you 2 or 3 times I lost a fight in my life. You know what I mean? And I fought dozens of fucking times. You know what I'm saying? I either end it before it starts or, you know, I'm in a position where whoever I'm fighting, I can beat. But I don't act like BK. I'm no Terminator. There's tons of people that could whoop my ass. Of course, there's tons of people who could whip anybody's ass. You know, but BK was probably picked on his whole life, so he developed that crazy guy shit. You know what I mean? I'm about to show you a picture of BK. You're going to see how fucking goofy looking he is. You're going to understand why he might have had to develop that, I don't know, defense mechanism or whatever. I'm going to show you. Robert B, $2. Surely you can, you guys can match $2. I don't know the way it's looking today. I don't know if they can. Guys, come on. You're a bunch of working people and stuff, you know, who can take care of yourselves. How is it that Tony Pizza has a chat that can throw money at him all day and I can't have like a decent day a week of donations anymore? How's that possible?
You know, I used to feel sorry for his little simps because they're just squares that's not used to someone running game on them. But now I don't even feel sorry for them anymore because you can sit there and show them that they're getting played and they will still kiss this dude's ass and give him money. He plays them square motherfuckers like a fiddle, and I think they like it, for real. They got a fetish for that shit or something.
Frank, I was 6'6", 240, and 6.
Okay, now we're gonna watch the princess bitch and whine about Lefty for a little while. I guess Lefty said something that made old CeeLo's pussy hurt.
What?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I did a poll asking everyone in the community who would win in a fight between Piggy and Lefty. Here's what everyone said. Looks like the community doesn't have too much faith in you, pussy boy.
I heard about him doing a show or him being live or anything in probably 7 months, because I remember the last time I heard, you know, something he was up to. That's how irrelevant he is. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of the reason I don't talk about Lefty. You know, earlier on the show, and if I would have known he was talking shit still, I would have, you know, addressed him earlier too when I was talking about mental illness on MobTube and all that.
Once again, this is coming from the dude that was in a mental hospital.
I kind of did. I talked about how, you know, there's people who are ODing live on YouTube. There's really only one person doing that, and that's Lefty. So, you know, sometimes I code it a little bit, you know, so you don't know exactly who I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I add shit. I'll say certain people, and really it's only one person. You know what I mean? So, because people get their feelings hurt real easily. And everybody always thinks I'm talking about them no matter what. everybody's paranoid. They're hanging on to my every word. They want to see if I'll mention them. So, where was I at?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I heard he was talking shit, and like I said, I would have addressed it earlier, more thoroughly if I realized that was still going on, but I didn't because again, he doesn't count. And what I said on the earlier show is that, or at least I alluded to the fact that like I don't talk about a lot of people like troll channels or clip channels, people who do that stuff. A lot of people I don't talk about because they're irrelevant.
Yeah, we're irrelevant. I'm gonna show you your gay little political stream, and then I'm gonna show you my reaction to your little political stream. Look at that. You got 34 likes. Now look at mine. I got 130. Well, what do you know, Piggy? It looks like people around here appreciate my videos more than they do yours. Ain't that something?
Remember what I said? I said that I'm ashamed to be a part of this, and it actually, who know me, watch this shit, and can possibly associate me with these other fucking people, these scumbag, low-life motherfuckers. You know, it makes me sick to my stomach, because these are people I would never be caught dead with. You know what I mean?
And yet you're still on here every day begging for money.
Well, Lefty is one of them. Okay?
I want to stop for just a second. Look at his face right here, man.
Lefty is one of those people that's so unimportant that there's no need to talk about him. Lefty, I did a show one time, and I kept saying over and over again, I was talking about Lefty. I said, what can I possibly do to you that you haven't already done to yourself? Lefty is probably the only kid, like I said, with the exception only of maybe Nick, who had everything handed to him his whole life, and had a fucking inheritance. He's literally a trust fund kid. A trust fund kid. Which, listen, that could be a good thing, but if you're on here and you're acting like a G, you know, and you're trying to relate to people that come from a certain type of background, you're making a fucking asshole out of yourself. You're the odd man out, not everybody else.
Okay, I think I need to bring that back and play it again, because old Piggy sounds like he's talking about himself here. This motherfucker is delusional, man. Everything he says about everyone else can be applied to him. It's like he's sitting there talking about himself every day. But don't take my word for it. Listen to it yourself. It's right here.
A trust fund kid. Which, listen, that could be a good thing, but if you're on here and you're acting like a G, you know, and you're trying to relate to people that come from a certain type of background, you're making a fucking asshole out of yourself. You're the odd man out, not everybody else. And people are disgusted by the fact that, yeah, you've had probably minimum tens of thousands of dollars handed to you just in the last couple of years, if not hundreds of thousands. And you've pissed it away on dope and fucking cheap motel rooms or hotel rooms.
Yeah, and you pissed yours away on shoes, coke, and casinos. So why are you talking shit, hypocrite?
I mean, Jesus Christ, did you ever even get a hooker with that fucking money?
Yeah, he got a hooker that one time, but I think it was a dude.
What?
At least get a hooker here and there. You know, it'll fucking loosen you up a little bit. But he doesn't even do that. It's all dope and hotel room. He has a place to do dope. You know, and he's a useless person. He is. Now, I always felt bad for Lefty for a long, long time. It's funny because you know, people make friends after they hate each other, but you know, there was somebody I always had to defend him to. I think they're buddies now, but because the guy hated him, fought with a fucking passion, and I used to say, "Come on, give him a fucking break." You know, the kid is sick. You could ask anybody who knows me. I did this for on and off for a couple of years. You know, leave him alone. Just he's a Hold on. And here's the best part, because we were talking about mental illness on MobTube earlier, and here's a good example. Lefty is a guy who apparently just last night or recently, he admitted that he has no job history, no rental history, nothing. Okay, and he looks down his nose at people constantly. If you were to ask Lefty, he's better than me in his mind. He's better than me, you know, and a lot of other people too. I heard he was saying something about he called me out once for not having a job or something. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. But Lefty, are you for real, bro? You just said you have no work history, and a minute later you're talking about you called somebody out because they didn't have a job or something. I could give you well over 20 years of work history.
What?
And you have none. So what the fuck are you talking about? Now, again, people lack self-awareness. You're going to say something as stupid as, I have no work history, meaning you yourself, and then say, I called that FBS out once for not having a job.
Well, isn't that what you do, Piggy? You call people out for shit that you do all the time.
He's a dumb motherfucker. You know what I mean? And it's not just because his brain is clouded with dope. It's because he's a dumb motherfucker. And, you know, he insists on constantly talking about me still. And I've ignored him for, like I said, minimum since I really talked about him, 7 or 8 months now. And there's a lot of reasons for it. Number one, he's irrelevant. Number two, I'm embarrassed to be associated with him in any way, even if it means that I'm somebody who fights with him.
What the fuck are you doing over there, Piggy? It looks like you're shitting your pants.
What?
Number three, you know, he's a sick kid who, even though I have no sympathy for him anymore, none whatsoever, what else can I do to him? What can I do to him that he hasn't already done to himself? What am I going to do? I'm going to pick on the kid who lives alone in a fucking hotel room and snorts fucking pills all day and shoots dope and whatever else he does and can't even do a live stream without almost ODing. I got to beat up on him. That's why it's like, let him talk about me. Let him talk about me. What the fuck effect is it going to have on me? Lefty looks up to me. He admires me, and he always did. Okay, and he could try to deny that all he wants, but I could go back through my cash apps. And I could show you how in the beginning, he was all on my dick. He was in love with me.
Now I can say that Piggy's actually telling the truth right here. Lefty was a super CeeLo simp when he first came around, so this right here is true.
And he would fucking, yeah, somebody just texted me about that. I didn't see that. I gotta see that. Me and cash app me, or no, this is before he had my number. He would cash app me like crazy. I'm talking about a lot, 50 at a time, 100 at a time, like for a couple of months he did this. And every message, it was kind of sad, you know, was about my life, me, how he looks up to me, Shanna.
Damn, dude, you gotta have one shitty life if you look up to old Piggy here. If Piggy's your hero, there's something wrong with you.
You know, stuff like that. He was really, really, really into Shanna. You know, I told you, one of the first messages he sent me is he said that he loves Shanna's smiles so much. When he sees her smile, it actually makes him feel better when he's fiending, you know, and he said he actually, when we do shows, it helps him take his mind off of dope, off of heroin. That was his words. He challenged me one time, and unfortunately I had to put those messages up for everybody to see.
Yeah, you put everybody's private messages out once you get a little mad at them. You did that shit to Angel too, I remember that.
But that's because he said, go ahead, I want you to. What am I supposed to do? I wasn't bluffing, you know? And you know the history of it, guys. Lefty's another one always trying to be accepted. So anybody that'll have him, you know, he takes advantage. If you're willing to allow him on your panel once, every single time you drop a link, that motherfucker will be sitting backstage, even when you don't want him on. Even when you don't want him on. And he will wait there all fucking day, all night, whatever. I've done shows that were an hour and a half of just him sitting in the backstage. Like I'm doing a show, I'm an hour and a half in, and he's been sitting backstage since the beginning of the show. That used to happen all the time.
Well, if you did that shit to Lefty back then when y'all were friends, that just shows that you never really liked him. So that leads me to believe that you were the one who actually did him dirty first.
Because I'm not ready to bring you on. I just don't want you on. I said, and this is what started the beef. I said, bro. There's... certain shows take priority. There is, just like at any workplace, there's kind of a seniority thing going on. You know what I mean? I've been here for a while. This is a well-established business at this point. You're just on here, just high, just talking to people all fucking night. And I'm supposed to wait for you to end your show? Like, I'm supposed to miss out on making probably $300 in an hour so you could just sit there and bullshit the people. Are you fucking crazy? But that's his attitude, that spoiled rich white boy attitude.
Bitch, you have more of a spoiled rich white boy attitude than anybody I've ever fucking seen. There's more of that hypocrisy coming from Princess CeeLo here.
You know, like I'm in his fucking way. No.
No.
Yeah!
No. I would say you were in my way, but you weren't even really, because what happens if I go live while you're live? And that's why you get pissed off, because everybody's going to come over here. You're just a nuisance because you kept complaining about it, bitching and moaning all the fucking time. I mean, this kid's a clown. He's an ass fucking hole.
He's an ass fucking hole. Good insult, Piggy. Your insults are about as good as your breathing.
I mean, this kid's a clown. He's an ass fucking hole. And he doesn't even realize what a misfit he is here. Like, another kid with no criminal background whatsoever. He likes to call people rats. Meanwhile, in the beginning of this whole thing, he told a story. I forget if he told it to me in private or on the show, but he told a story about how his house got raided, which means his parents' house got raided a long time, like when he was in his early 20s or something, and they found all types of drugs and shit, and that was it. The story ended there. And when you look Lefty's record up today, there isn't one. What does that tell you?
So what? You said you were shooting into crowds and setting people's cars on fire and shit. We all know that ain't true. Stop being an ass fucking hole.
Yeah, I don't even need to know anymore. That's all I need to know. You know, so he's another one of these guys who, I don't know if he feels self-conscious or he just likes to point the finger at other people, but rat. Meanwhile, you know, I mean, if he's not a rat, it's only because he never really committed any crime. Who knows if the drug bust story was even true about getting raided? Who knows? I mean, he might have just been trying to fit in.
Yeah, and we could say the same for you and all your bullshit stories. I'm not taking up for Lefty. I'm just pointing out that this fucking hypocrite shouldn't be saying all this shit when it also applies to him. Everything he says Lefty does, he's done too. So how can you sit there and say that shit about him? Huh? Explain yourself, Captain Underbite.
But, you know, you have no criminal background whatsoever.
Oh yeah, Piggy, you're so good at this, ain't you? And everybody else is just a bunch of ass fucking holes.
Yeah!
And you talk to people. I heard something about you saying you cut somebody's finger off or some shit.
Alright, now I ain't gonna lie. This part right here is actually funny. Piggy's actually making a good point about this. Lefty's out here cutting fingers off and shit like the cartel.
What?
You talk all this tough guy shit. You talk about you'll fuck me up in person. Lefty, come on, man. I mean, listen, about myself, it's just you. Anybody. I mean, if Miss Can't Be Wrong gave you just a shot to your fucking stomach, they would slump you.
In all fairness, they'd probably slump your weak ass too. I think you and Lefty would actually be a good fight. I'd like to see that shit. It would be funny as a motherfucker.
You know, I mean, you're fucking paper thin. You're maybe 90 to 100 pounds and you're 6 feet tall. Maybe 115 tops, absolute tops. You can't defend yourself. You're weak as a kitten. You're always high. You can't even see straight. And he's threatening people and talking about he's going to do this. Yeah. John, you ain't kidding. He does. Tony Pizza did 23 days in Alamance County. He's a hardened fucking criminal compared to Lefty. But the kid talks like he's a fucking G. Meanwhile, you know, we have yet to see him with a friend of any sort or a chick of any sort. You know, it's quite obvious he has no life, but he certainly has nobody to corroborate anything he ever fucking said. You know, and that's why, like, I was talking to somebody earlier about how I make fools of people without even saying a word.
No, you run and tattle to SoFlo and Harry and pay them to troll people because you're too much of a bitch to take care of your own shit. That's what you gotta do. You gotta run to other guys to take care of your business. That makes you look more like a bitch than anything, and I proved it. Everyone knows that you got mad at me and ran to them and fucking got them to start doing shows on me and shit because your pussy was hurting because I made you mad. You think people don't know what's going on?
Like, for example, maybe 8-9 months ago, whatever it was, two different people. Okay. Okay. We're talking about Cam, how they like to talk to Cam and how Cam doesn't talk to me anymore. You know, assholes.
Assholes.
The first guy, I was like, you realize that's my best friend, right? He didn't believe it. No. You're not friends anymore. Then Lefty does it. He calls one time while I'm doing the show and he starts bitching and moaning. He goes, Cam don't even talk to you anymore.
These motherfuckers argue like little kids. I'm not your friend anymore.
Because I guess somebody who was spreading lies told him that something recent happened. Or I don't know if it was the story where I supposedly ratted on somebody, but apparently it somehow went from being in 2019, like they first said, to being very, very recent.
He's talking about you, Howie. I've noticed he's been taking a lot of little underhanded shots at you lately.
So Lefty is like, you know, I'm like, bro, I had him on the phone like a couple of months ago. No, that was a couple of months ago. He don't talk to you no more. Do I go and get Cam and say, hey, Cam, look, they say you don't talk to me anymore? No. I quietly do all types of live streams and shit with Cam. And that just that I make you look like a fucking asshole.
Piggy's so proud to have a friend in real life. You know this dude grew up getting fucking bullied, man. If he wasn't such a smart-mouthed, arrogant little backstabbing weasel, I'd actually feel sorry for him.
You know what I mean? You tell me I'm a rat, I can never walk around the city, stuff like that. Do I go to the city deliberately, park my fucking car? Hey, I'm walking around the city.
Then your city's weak because you are an admitted rat. You've got on here and admitted that you've snitched on people. You've called the feds on people. You've called the cops on people. How you gonna sit here and say you ain't a snitch, dude?
Yeah, when there's events, I'll just go to events. And when you see me walking around and you see the people I'm around, you know, and everybody else does too, it proves you again to be wrong, proves me to be telling the truth, and it makes you look like a fucking asshole. I love doing that. I love it.
Piggy goes to all the gay bars around town and never has any problems.
What?
But you just, you sit there, apparently you're still talking shit about me every night. It's like, do you want me to just embarrass you every day and point out the things I pointed out in the last 30 minutes?
Well, you're pretty damn good at embarrassing yourself, so you might as well embarrass some other people too, while you're at it.
Because I'll tell you the truth, I mean, I'd rather just forget you exist, like I did for the last 7 or 8 months, and then when the inevitable happens, we can all say rest in peace, Lefty, and move the fuck on. Because there's no other outcome for you. You've chosen death. When people like me have chosen life, I turned my entire fucking life around. I left the streets. I left, the criminal lifestyle. I left my addiction behind. I got clean and sober. My addictions, plural. And now I live a normal life where I take care of a family, and I'm a productive citizen. I don't break the law. I don't do anything wrong. And somehow you not only want to compare yourself to me, but you want to act like as if the way you're living right now is somehow superior to my lifestyle or the way I'm living. That's how fucking polluted your mind is with all this shit.
Damn, Lefty got you in your feelings, boy. You look like you're about to cry.
You don't even realize it. You're one of those guys with no self-awareness.
And so are you, dipshit.
Remember when Junior in The Sopranos said some people are so behind in the race or something they actually believe they're winning? That's Lefty. He's so far behind.
Yeah, well, this isn't a TV show, dumbass. This is real life.
He actually thinks he's winning. I mean, and he's not the only one. He's not the only one. But it's mind-boggling to me. It's like, pick on somebody else, bro. Pick on somebody on your level. Even though, I'll tell you what, even Nick Romano is light years ahead of you. Pick on him. But picking on me, you just look fucking stupid, bro. I think it's fair to say out of everybody on MobTube, I'm doing better in life than everybody with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 people. So why you chose me to fuck with the guy that, like, I'm the complete and total polar opposite of you. Like I've always been the man here. I'm the leader of the whole thing. I'm the creator of it. And you're just some guy who, after hanging off my dick long enough, and me finally refusing to let you on my fucking show twice a day for hours at a time, you just created your own channel, and it sucked ever since it was created.
That right there is why people mess with you. Because of that little arrogant feminine attitude. That's what it is right there.
I mean, you've had your own channel at least 2.5 years, and is he even monetized, guys? Is he even monetized? Does he even have 1,000 subs yet? I'm curious. And listen, bro, I know where your head is at when it comes to me, because you used to tell me all the time when you wanted to be my best friend. You used to tell me about, how much you adore Shanna. Gee, I can't see what's going on there. One of the reasons you might hate me, right? I wonder. You would say all types of nice stuff, shit about, the way I live my life and how lucky I am and how I got it all and shit. And you're
He's acting like a damn woman. He's like, you used to say nice things about me, Lefty. Now you're just so distant.
What?
And listen, bro, even with all the despicable shit that you've done to me for no reason, like when me and SoFlo were battling, and for no reason you wanted to impress him then. He was like your hero. So you decided to just start making videos bashing me. At times you've even bashed my wife. Okay? He lost a couple channels, had to start over. Gotcha. Not monetized though, right? Does he have 1,000 subs? He's done all that shit. And even with all that scumbag, despicable shit he's done to me, when I was never anything but a fucking friend to him until he pushed me to the point where I had to respond in a way he wasn't expecting.
Oh, poor baby. You're always the victim, huh? Grab your nuts, boy. Quit acting like a bitch.
If I had a choice, watch Lefty die tomorrow or see him do well in life, I'd say I'd love to see him clean up and get his shit together, because when he was semi-clean and he kind of sort of had his shit together, he was a good kid. Everybody loved him. He was a funny guy, he was fun to have on the show. He was fun to have around. He changed completely. Yeah, everybody else stayed the same, and he changed completely.
Okay, so after I made that poll yesterday about who would win in a fight between old Piggy and Lefty, Piggy decided to go on stream wearing a tank top to show off his little muscles.
What?
You desperately need to invest in a weight bench. because you're even shaped like a 50-year-old lesbian.
Yep, there you go. There's the info. So anyway, guys, that'll be my new project. I'll start immediately after this show working on Primo. I already know things about Primo that he doesn't know I know. And I'm going to have fun exposing them.
So that's your thing? That's what you do? You rip people off, and then when they say something about it, you dox their families? That's what you're doing now?
We're really, really, really going to make Primo sorry. We're really going to punish him now.
Boy, you're just digging yourself a deeper hole talking that way.
You know what I mean? Because it's about fucking time. You just accuse an innocent fucking guy. You cocksucking motherfuckers. I swear to God, everybody from you fucking prick, to Ali, to Tony fucking Pizza, and every kind of other scumbag here has accused me at one point or another of some sort of crime or some scam or some con.
Well, if everyone has accused you of scamming them, then more than likely you have.
Meanwhile, have any of you had any luck proving even a little bit that I was involved in any of this horse shit? No. You're also fucking jealous of me. It seriously is. It's eating you alive inside. It has to be.
Yeah, everyone's jealous of you.
Okay!
I am on motherfuckers' minds so much. You know what I did after the show earlier? You know what I did? And there's another reason I'm in the tank top and shit. I worked on this room. And boy, did I make progress. I put a bunch of shit away. I organized a bunch of stuff. I fucking cleaned the shit out of this desk. And this thing, let me see if you can see it. It's a carbon fiber desk, right? So the computer sits on this giant mouse pad. The whole and don't forget to donate, guys. For the love of fucking Christ, there's 222 people. If I have one more fucking show where I make what I made last night, I swear to you on everything I fucking love, I'm done. I'm not fucking playing. So if you enjoy these goddamn shows and you want me on here to entertain you, fucking compensate me in some way, please. Okay, this is getting out of hand. That was absurd. I think I made fucking, I don't even know, $30 yesterday. 50 maybe? 2 shows? Fuck out of here. Insane. My next step is members fucking only, but to be honest, I talked to Shanna about it last night, and I said, I'm tired of being fucking taken advantage of. I'm tired of making a fool out of myself. Every time I do a show, after I do a show where I don't make any money, that's like me sending the message that I'm doing this for free, and I'm not. So me and Shanna talked about it, and if I have to leave for a while, I'll just leave. I don't give a fuck. It's up to you guys. There's 219 now, okay, so it ain't that you're unable, it's that you're unwilling. You want a show, but, you don't want to fork anything over, so I can't give you a show if you can't do that. Because I got a beating, I got all fucked up. Because I got a beating, I got all fucked up. Because I got a beating, I got all fucked up.
Redzilla's been busy.
Making all y'all bitches holler. Know what I'm saying? We some crack breakers. Man, hold up. I done swung out and swing. Pop my trunk and show 5 or 6 screens. Dance 2K and it's time to turn on. I done make my Impala wood roll over. Turn that bitch down. I was flossing at the cap. Wrote them boys off a whole 8 in a snap. Niggas don't understand. We sippin' big sun. Pop that new bird from the Bill Hearn. It's the big tank. Get your ass out the way. Prowling 2-tone, rolling on grade. With that big wood, we are holding anything we got. Fuck now, it ain't stone. Showcase skill, I'm a graph with skrill, a gorilla. Out the cage, best guard the stage. I'ma go turn the page, bust his ass with the game. Going out, nigga, on the mic, spit my Grammy. How to pop trunk and cut off license Miami. This the pig, on the scene, bout the wreck. The mic got 10, check out straight, get the pick. Prison chain on my neck, best guard so real. Coming through. And I will tip my fifth weed, holding the grain. Now these things on no main.
I done called the Piglet, clutching too much wood grain. Walking the coast, just say where's your nose? Tula, let me make you collect coal and pull sauce. Man, hold up, serving my cup. I done broke the boys off, I left stains on my buck high. And my mind is fried. Niggas told you that they would me, they lied.